Hello, my name is Emmanuel Barrera, and today I will be talking about my experience and my internship at Forsyth County Department of Public Health. So, as I mentioned, my internship was at Forsyth County Department of Public Health. This department is located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and this department offers a variety of different programs and services to the members of the community. Now, the program that I worked directly under was the Minority Diabetes Prevention Program, but I also was involved in a few other projects. Now, with my internship, specifically with MDPP, again, the Minority Diabetes Prevention Program, I had three objectives. The first one, which was assist in developing a list of 40 partners in Forsyth County for the community conversation held in the month of March. The second objective was develop a recruitment plan for the Diabetes Initiative, or again, MDPP, and this was through the use of multimedia mediums such as flyers, infographics, and postcards. And then finally, the third objective was monitor the implementation and promotion of health initiatives in Forsyth County. Now, to go ahead and talk about some of the products or some of the things that came out of these various objectives, these were some of them. Now, for the first objective, again, create that list of partners for our community conversation. Here on the left, I have a flyer. So this is a flyer that I created for the community conversation that was to be held in the month of March, again, March 16th. Now, with this program, we were going to have various partners of the community come out and speak about what is type 2 diabetes, how does it affect individuals' life, as well as with MDPP, we were going to have some of our lifestyle coaches come in and speak about their experience, as well as have even past members of our program come in and talk about what their commitment was like with the Minority Diabetes Prevention Program. On the right here, these are some of the postcards that I created for outreach and for recruitment for the Minority Diabetes Prevention Program. Given that minorities in our community were disproportionately more likely to be victims or receive that diagnosis of type 2 diabetes, I went ahead and created postcards in two languages, so in both Spanish and in English. So as you can see there, I have two in Spanish and I also have two of them in English. Now, for our third objective, I did create a variety of different evaluations or various forms of rubrics for a better and more efficient adaptation of the Minority Diabetes Prevention Program. So the first one, on the left-hand side, I did create a evaluation for the community conversation. So this asks just a few questions about how is it that members of the community heard about the community conversation, what are some of the things that they enjoyed, what are some things that they liked, what are some things that they would change, what are some things that they would keep. And then in the middle, we have the Region 3 Coaches Rubric. Given that I spent a lot of time in a lot of these Minority Diabetes Prevention Program classes, I was able to sit down and get a more in-depth look into what some of the lifestyle coaches were doing. And so I created this rubric so that the supervisors were able to sit down and evaluate some of the coaches to ensure that the coaches were going about the curriculum to fidelity according to the CDC. And then finally, on the right-hand side, I have the provider referral form feedback. So this feedback form is to be sent to the providers that have referred patients to our program. So this allows the provider to know kind of what the outcome of that referral was, whether that patient was enrolled in a class or whether that patient is projected to start a class in the future. Now, what are some of the lessons that I learned with the Forsyth County Department of Public Health? Well, the first one was I learned to be patient. So I learned that a lot of the things in the Forsyth County Department of Public Health take time, and so not everything is as fast and as quick as we would expect it to be. So a lot of these projects do take a lot of time and effort, and so learning to be patient was definitely one of the lessons that I learned. I learned to manage my time. So not only did I work with the Minority Diabetes Prevention Program, but I also worked with the Infant Mortality Coalition as well as the Hispanic League. And so being able to manage my time across all three of these programs was definitely a lesson that I learned. I also learned to say no. So I was not only a part of these three programs, but also as other project coordinators saw, they would sometimes ask some of us interns to be able to help out with another project. And so sometimes, because we were already overflooded with so many projects, we sometimes had to sit back and say no. Now, some of the recommendations that I would give to students or anyone that is wanting to be an intern at Forsyth County Department of Public Health, the first one I would say is definitely be teachable. So, of course, you want to make sure that you are there on time. You want to make sure that you seem, again, as my second point there, be willing to learn. So you want to make sure that you are taking the time to sit down, listen to what is being said, and apply that to the work that you are doing. And the last one is be open to new experiences. There's a variety of different things in Forsyth County Department of Public Health, a variety of different programs. That you can be involved with, and so it's just a matter of being open to new experiences. Sometimes I even had to work with some of the baby classes that were being held there. Sometimes I had to go upstairs and work with WIC. So again, it just is a matter of being open to some of those new experiences, and again, being willing to learn. All right, thank you, and I hope you enjoy.